we shall continue to look at the controversy surrounding the disqualification of candidates, refusal to allow substitution of underage candidates.
Now we'll be joined for that discussion by the National Organizing Secretary of the Social Democratic Party, Honorable Emeka Tuma, and a political analyst, Austin Otene, who is also a member of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Kogi State.
If you permit me to draw your attention to this electoral act, which actually specifies the guidelines for the 2019 election, we're in 2019. Section 31, subsection 1 here actually expressly states that within 60 days before the election, political parties are expected to submit names of their nominees, governorship and deputy.
Did you mean that? Did you do that?
Of course, my form was submitted on the 6th of September.
But
Section also states here that under no circumstances whatsoever would INEC reject nor disqualify. It's here. What the electoral guideline actually specifies is actually window for remedies to be made. And it is contained in subsection 33, where political parties are allowed to substitute. And the substitution window, actually, as a matter of fact, we are still within the substitution window. INEC made us believe that substitution ended on the 23rd of September, which is this immediate past Monday. But in reality, the Electoral Act here states in section 35 that every political party, every candidate has up to 45 days before the election to withdraw, and then parties can substitute. Okay. That means even tomorrow, we are still legitimately allowed within the specific time to withdraw.
What I understand is that true of us, you have gone to INEC to submit a replacement.
Of course, we did that.
Okay. So now, another question is that you are not the one that does not meet the criteria.
Not me. Not me, my deputy.
And you say that you have been disqualified.
That's it. And these are so many questions of technicality we have to ask INEC. One, do they have the right to reject or disqualify me, and a deputy, even though he's underage? Second question is, does INEC have the right to reject substitution? Third question is, does INEC have the right not to accept withdrawal?
Mr. Okoye, how would you react to this if INEC, in the first place, these are published? I've gone through some of these things and seen that some people actually ran for election in 2019 and did not meet the criteria. What happened? That was an illegality, isn't it?
It was. You know, during the 2019 elections, we processed over 40,000 applications, and in the process, some of the people were overwhelmed. We met with the leadership of the SDP, and she was there, although she didn't attend the meeting. The national chairman of the SDP, the two national vice chairmen, the secretary of SDP, and the national organizing secretary. And they acknowledged the fact that they had not satisfied the constitutional requirement relating to the issue of the deputy governor. And they pleaded for the commission to waive the period, to waive the irregularity or to waive the error and allow them to substitute. And the commission made it very clear that the window of substitution is only allowed for political parties that submitted the candidates that made valid nominations.
We had the window of substitution, which we are denied to use. And the SDP has not accepted that we're not going to be on the ballot. And it's very unfortunate for INEC, with all of the experts there, the professors, to actually choose and decide what part of the Constitution to violate, when and how. He's here saying that they were actually overwhelmed because they received over 40,000 applications. It's not our duty to accept that INEC was overwhelmed. It is about time that they take responsibility. And if Mr. Okoye speaks on behalf of INEC that you cannot build you cannot build something on nothing, you can't build legality on illegality, then that means the 2019 presidential and gubernatorial election is null and void, because a lot of illegalities here.
They said that the closure of the date of substitution is 23rd of September. But we took this letter on the 19th of September. INEC rejected that they were not going to collect the letter. That unless that will respond to the letter they have sent to us. I said, you said nothing to us other than you have, that the candidate who was submitted is not, we have not done a valid nomination regarding the age of the candidate. And we are prepared to take that candidate away. We are not asking INEC, recall, we are not asking INEC to actually sustain the submission that we have done. We said we want to take this particular candidate away to replace the candidate with another deputy governorship candidate.
Which, according to you, say is allowed before October 2nd.
It's also allowed.
Before October 2nd.
And
for 45 days.
Exactly. We're doing this on the 19th, which is variably 56 days to the election.
Okay.
But let me ask you quickly, Mr. Okoye. The deputy's nomination as a fault, not the candidate, is it? Why is it that the party will not be able to field candidate? Why are you not invalidating the deputy slot? Why are you invalidating the old slot for the SDP in Kogi State?
Yes, I will respond to you. I think that you should also get the candidate to agree that the SDP governorship candidate in Bayelsa and the deputy governorship candidate in Bayelsa were also caught up by the age requirement, and that the deputy governorship candidate of the SDP in Kogi State was also caught up by the same issue. Now, if you look at Section 187 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it makes it very clear that everything that applies to the governorship candidate applies to the deputy governorship candidate, and that they are siamese twins, that whatever affects one affects the other.
I'm from Kogi, right? If you are saying that a deputy, because a deputy's age has the ability to disqualify the main candidate, then INEC have said that the election they conducted in 2015 should have been invalid by today. How do I mean? As at the time when the Abubakar Audu died, if you are saying that today a deputy can disqualify the main candidate, then which means he has the power as the candidate.
Okay.
So that means that Falike should have been the governor today.
During the wake of the crisis, the president's certification crisis, where he did not submit his secondary school certificate, this same INEC actually responded that it was not in their duty to disqualify or question any of the certificates presented by the political party, that whatever any political party presents, whether the documents are complete or not, they accept, and their duty is to organize the election. Is this same?
Did you see any
Exactly.
foul play in this?
Of course there is. It's INEC playing double standards. Now let me draw your attention again to the immediate past 2019 March 9th February elections. Here I have, Mr. Okoye very well knows this, and this is it I got from the website. Over 120 candidates that were underaged were made to contest, allowed to contest. You have 21-year-old, 20-year-old from Sokoto. We have about 5 candidates here, did not provide their birth certificates, but INEC wrote 0 for them. So what are we saying? Did the Constitution change? Or did INEC just suddenly realize that they are bound by the Constitution?
This is the perception a lot of people have out there in Kogi, that this is a clear case of conspiracy. INEC is probably, is in a business dealing with some certain candidates.
You think some people are behind this?
Yes, because there's a certain candidate who is scared of going into a contest. I'll take you back to Abubakar Audu of blessed memory and Governor Ayabello. Now, today, INEC is saying we are disqualifying a candidate because of the deputy. Mm-hmm. And they are placing it on age barrier. But as this same INEC came out openly to say, for XYZ election that happened in 2019, we allowed even a lesser age to go through. You will see that, is this, for me, I asked, is this actually conspiracy, or is this a flagrant abuse of the Constitution and the law? Because if INEC have said, we did this, and they have accepted it before the international community, because once you go on live, the world is watching you.
So what exactly is your position now that INEC did wrong by disqualifying?
I am not going to say INEC did wrong. INEC accepted that they did wrong. And if you ask me, in a society where there are processes, rules, laws, ordinarily, accepting and admitting that fact means a total resignation from office, starting from the INEC chairman himself. But it's unfortunate in Nigeria, these things don't happen. And this is where I tell you that we have a serious problem with our democratic system. We are in a big problem. Now, as I was telling you about Abubakar Audu and Yaya Bello, when Abubakar Audu died, INEC, for whatever reasons, like I said, they keep playing politics with everything, not minding what is happening at the grassroots. They said that Yaya Bello went into that election without a deputy. But today you are disqualifying a candidate because you think that the deputy is underage. So where do we place this? You see, this is a major concern. So you see, INEC, for me, it's a clear case of double standard. Today you say this, tomorrow you say that. You apply it to whoever you want to apply it to. So this is conspiracy. And democracy is under serious threat.
Let me ask you this, because also we're looking for ways by which some of these issues can be resolved. Please, I need you to help me. Because at some point, a lot of people will think maybe it's punitive and they are reading meanings to some of these issues. Would you temper justice with mercy in this case, other than disqualify a whole political party because of an error, which the commission was said to have been found guilty in the 2019 elections? Just in 30 seconds, if you react to that.
No. We will not willingly and knowingly violate the provisions of the Constitution. The period for nomination has closed, the period for substitution has closed, and the boss has already left the station. So, and the party in question has accepted the fact that it will not be on the ballot.
He said that the leadership of SDP has considered and accepted the fact that they are not feeding any candidate, and their logo will not be appearing in the election. And unluckily, he mentioned me as part of those who were in the meeting. And I rise today to see such a barefaced lie by a man saddled with such responsibility. A man that is a custodian of the interest and life of Nigerians will come out in the open to register such a lie. At no time have my party ever agreed or accepted that we are not fielding candidates, our ballot is not going to be on, our logo is not going to be on the ballot.